Close the lips. In and out the nose. Hearing the sound of your breath. Let's begin to make some neck rolls. And let's begin to marry the breath to the motion. And let's reverse opposite. Let's return back to center, pausing here, and then draw the chin towards your chest. Begin to round the spine, scoop the pelvic floor under. Inhale, rise up, lift the chest. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, rise up. Exhale, round, chin to chest. Last one. And round. Inhale, neutral, change the cross of the legs. Again, please elevate yourself so that the knees can be open and the hips can be open, but also be mindful of any sensations in the legs and in the knees. Notice how I placed my heel underneath my calf to support my right knee as it's a little more sensitive. And let's come into some Sufi circles. It can be very small as to not strain, okay? If you feel a little more open, or if your climate area is a little warmer and your body feels a little more open, then go ahead and tune into that experience. Tune into going a little further today. Notice what that feels like. Right? Very nice, y'all. And then let's reverse. Nice. Now let's come back to center and pause here, up to neutral position. Left hand down, right arm reaches up, and get a little stretch. Make a wrist rotation or two. Nice. All the creaks, the cracks, and pops. Inhale through center. This is a sweet place to take a block and place it under the hand. Lift the left hand, come all the way over, and again, let's invite some rotations in the wrists. Reverse. And then back through center, release your palm down all the way to the other side, going really into this expression. So you might even feel some tingling sensation through the wrists as you're releasing any stored tensions and releasing the gas bubbles in the joints. You might make a shoulder rotation or two. And then we'll come back through center and to the other side. Notice your breath, and if you're able to marry the breath to the motion. Nice. Up through center. Good, and let's bring the knees together. Hug yourself here, toes touch the ground, round the spine. Feet together, knees apart, butterfly stretch. Please note that some butterflies may be way up here today, and that's fine. Maybe draw your attention to sitting on a block. So let me transition from a blanket to a block. Okay. And then posterior, let your chest lift, and this way your knees are just going to open to their natural extent. Allow them to go there. If you like, you can place that blanket underneath your knees, you can roll the blanket, or you can take your couch cushions and utilize that underneath your knees as well. So you have your props to support you here. Please lengthen through the spine, lifting up, let the hands rest on the outside edges of your knees or inner thighs. Close your eyes. Let's take 5 rounds of breath. If you've got your mantras and your music in the background, listening to this meditation flowing through you. If we're observing silence in our practice, and observe the silence and the sounds that reside within it. Next 3 to 5 breaths. On your next breath, help your knees together. Wiggle your feet apart, hip distance. Let's go ahead and remove ourselves from our block. And we're going to make our way down towards our backs. Keep your blocks nearby, keep your blankets nearby. And also keep your straps nearby. Good. Support yourself as you come down, however you need to. Once we're down on the ground together here, draw the knees in towards the chest. Let's give ourselves some traction. Reaching for your strap nearby. Go ahead and wrap the strap around the right foot. Extend the leg up towards the direction of the sky. Place the left foot on the ground. Activate your little lower belly. Pull it in so that you can draw your whole entire spine into the mat. Almost creating this cave-like experience through the lower belly, almost like a scooping. And then from here, press your heel to the sky. If your knee is bent, that's cool. Alleviate any tension, resist any shaking here. Just bend the knee as much as you need to. Kick through your heel. And as you kick through the heel, allow each exhale to encourage a gentle stretch of going a little further, a little more open. Bring that right hip down. Pull the hip into the socket. You can have both hands on your strap or holding behind your thigh for support. If you find that your chin is a little high, go ahead and discover what it's like to bring the chin towards the chest. You'll get this double chin effect here. It's not very flattering, but it is what it is. And if that still doesn't serve you, I would encourage you to place that blanket under your head so that you keep long in the cervical spine. Turn the toes out towards the side now. And then very kindly, you might make some inhales and exhales to start to lengthen the leg out to the side and bring it back in. Very good. Keep the toes turned out. And let's start to draw the leg out as far as we feel most comfortable. I'm going to bring a block over. I'm going to place it underneath my thigh. I'm going to discover what's going to work the best for me here. And I'm going to rest as to not strain. Keep kicking through my heel. Spread the toes as best you can. And by doing so, you're just drawing the toes more of a dorsiflex. So you're bringing the toes towards your nose. You're pressing your heel away from your left knee might be swaying out. And that's totally cool. Okay, you might even let it sway out pretty far. You're going to get a very deep groin stretch here. You might look towards your left. You might even use that other block to support the left thigh. And really make this a juicy experience, make it very deep. Really tuning into this expression so that we can release any stored tension now going into this fall holiday. And then as you're ready, let's inhale, pull that right leg up towards the sky. Cross it over towards the left, look to the right, extend the right arm out or cactus arm. You're gonna get a stretch right through the IT band and also along the hamstring here. You might feel that. Okay. I still have my left leg supported. Nice, y'all, and just drop in. Drop into your breath. What it feels like. Nice. Inhale, let's come back to center, friends. Good, bend the knee, release the strap. Place the foot down on the ground. Maybe slide the block down a little bit closer in the direction of that thigh. Let's take the left knee in towards the chest. Take the strap around the ball of the foot, extend the leg up towards the sky, kick through the heel. Once you're in that space of comfort, hang out there for a moment. If you need to bend the knee, breathe into the leg. Relax the hips, relax the lower belly into this bowl in the pelvic floor. Heel extends in the direction of the sky. For some of you, you might decide this is where you want to stay. Okay, and that's cool, you can stay there. Those of you that want to drop the right knee out towards the side, you can drop the knee out towards the side and start to find the position that works good for you here. Turning the left toes out, the entire leg follows suit, and then exhale, begin the exploration of taking the leg out to the side. Remaining there for a few rounds of breath. Resting on your block if it happens to be there for you. Gazing in the right if that feels better. Now that we know where we're going, let's maintain and hold the space for the next 30 seconds. Very nice, y'all. Inhale, let's come back to center. Cross it all the way over towards the right. Get an IT band stretch, hamstring stretch. Just warming up the body. Really work towards keeping the foot in the same direction as the hamstring or as the IT band, so as to not curve up towards the sky, but really point more towards down, bringing the big toe downward. And then inhale, let's come back through center. Release the strap, bend the knee, place the strap to the side. Give yourself a nice little hug here, make a few circles. Opposite directions, opposing directions. And then reverse. If you don't mind, we'll go ahead and take ourselves over to the right. And if that's not working for you, then go ahead and roll your way up towards seated position. We're going to press ourselves up slowly. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Nice. And then from here, lengthen up through the spine. Reach the arms up, get a nice stretch, interlace the fingers. For some, it might be right here. For others, it's here. For others, it's way up here. And then tick-tock over to the left. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale, center, and exhale to the right. Inhale, back to center. Clear the space. Let's make our way onto hands and knees. Slow transition. Please also explore utilizing your blanket for comfort of the knees. Blocks underneath the hands, did you use them? All right. And let's come into tabletop position. Tuck the head, tuck the tailbone, coming into cat spine. Inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Very good. And then round the spine. Let's do one more. And then offer the right foot forward. Take the left hand down. Make sure that your knee and ankle are in alignment. I would even go as far as to place a block underneath my left hand. Start to place the right hand on your thigh. Look up. Twist up. Maybe take the right arm up to the sky. There we go. Nice. Inhale, float your way up. Pitch back. Right hand to the thigh. Left arm lifts. Very good. Left hand back down to your block. Right arm reaches up. Inhale, pull your way back up. Right hand to the thigh. Left arm lifts. Reach back. Very good. Good. Last time here. Left hand down. Right arm lift. Nice. And press back. Right hand down. Left arm lifts. Very good, y'all. Cartwheel the hands down to the ground. Find your way back to all fours position. Press back, child's pose. Knees can be to the width of the mat, toes touch, or you can have your knees together. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, all fours. And let's kindly take the left knee forward, left foot forward. Right hand down onto the block. And lift the left arm up towards the sky if that feels good for you. Inhale, lift yourself up. Take the left hand to the right thigh. Right arm lifts. Open up through the chest. Squeeze the thigh muscles. Exhale, right hand down. Left arm lifts. Inhale, sweep up. Left hand down. Right arm up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm lifts. Last time, friends, inhale, left hand down, right arm up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, find all fours, and then take yourself to the child's pose. If you like to rest your forehead on child's pose, you totally can. Inhale, rise up, downward facing dog. Plant the hands into the ground. Press the heels towards the direction of the ground and the hips towards the sky. This is a sweet spot to play around with walking the hands slightly forward more. Creating a V shape with your body. Bend the knees, straighten the legs. If your wrists are sensitive here, maybe grip the outside edges of your mat, okay? Or maybe even come to forearms. Dolphin pose is always a sweet variation, or you can remain on hands and knees. We're gonna walk our way to the front of the mat, forward fold. This is a nice place to use the blocks to bring the earth to you. Bend the knees, drop the head. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then let's rise up slowly on an inhale. Drag yourself all the way up. Nice. Head last to come up. And once you're here, let's take the shoulders back and down. Open up the chest. Reposition your stance. Really ground your feet into the earth. Nice, y'all. Beautiful. Go ahead and remove any props except for the blocks on your mat. Nice. And then inhale, take the right knee up, reach the arms up. I would even place your foot on the block to start. Find balance. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the foot down. Very good. Inhale, arms up, and then let's take the left foot up. Find yourself in balance. And exhale, please release. Nice. Inhale, right leg up, arms lift. Very good. Exhale, please release. Inhale, left leg and arms lift. Exhale, release. Very nice. Now let's work on focusing on the balance. We're going to extend the leg back behind us. On an inhale, right knee lifts, reach the arms up. Exhale, step back, find warrior one. Reach the arms towards the sky, open up the chest, take the elbows out by the sides, bend into the left knee. Good. Sweep the arms back behind you, reach the crown forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Open up goddess pose. Very nice. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, turn to the right, warrior one, to the back of your mat. Arms back behind you. Reach your crown forward. Inhale, warrior one. Step the left foot to meet to the right at the back of your mat, standing pose. Inhale, arms lift up. Take the right leg with you. Step the right leg back, come into warrior one, bend the knee, reach the arms up. Very good. Arms reach back by your sides, crown forward like a shooting arrow. Inhale, rise up, open up to goddess pose. Toes out, heels in. Inhale, reach up, star pose, straighten the legs. Exhale, turn the body towards the right, find warrior one, bend into the right knee, turn the back foot 45 degrees. Reach the arms down by your sides, bring the crown forward, lengthen. Inhale, hands to heart, step the left foot to meet the right, come to standing at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands return back to heart. Let's flow 2 more times. Inhale, reach the arms up, take the right leg up with you. Exhale, step the right leg back, coming into warrior one. Take your time to find your foundation. Very good. Inhale, reach the arms up, open up here. We turn into goddess pose. Toes out, heels in. Very nice. Inhale to star pose, reach up towards the sky. Turn the body to the right, turn the left toes in 45, right toes out, bend the knee, warrior one. Back of the house. Inhale, reach the arms back behind you, reach your crown forward, deep exhale. Inhale, hands to heart, step the left foot to meet the right back edge of your mat, come to standing pose. Inhale, reach the arms up, take the right leg with you. Exhale, step the right leg back. Warrior one, back edge of your mat. Float the hands down by your sides. Any mudra will do as you take your crown forward. Strong legs, release the grip of the toes. Inhale, reach the arms back up, open up into the goddess pose, toes out, heels in, tailbone down towards the ground, lift the chest. Inhale, coming into star pose, press down, rise up. Quarter turn to the right, into warrior one. Sweep the arms back behind you, devotional warrior. Inhale, hands to heart. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, capture this moment to the heart space. This time, last round, we'll start on the left. Inhale, arms reach up, lift the left leg. Exhale, step back, coming into warrior one. Plant the foot down, find your foundation. Be nice and firm and strong. On your next breath, crown forward, hands reach back, devotional warrior of choice. Inhale, sweep up, open up into goddess pose, toes out, heels in, knees in the direction of the toes. Inhale, star pose, reaching out to all 5 points. Quarter turn to the left, reaching the arms up, finding warrior one, bend into that left knee, very nice, beautiful flow. Reach the hands back behind you, crown forward, devotional. Inhale, hands to heart, sweep the right foot to meet the left, meet the back edge of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down by your sides, clear the space. Inhale, hands to heart, palms touch. On your next breath, reach the arms up, left knee lifts. Step the left leg back, find yourself in warrior one. Take your time to get there, find your foundation, bend into the right knee. Devotional warrior takes the next breath. Inhale, rise up, open into goddess pose. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Nice. Turn to the left. Warrior one, bend into the knee. Very nice. Arms down by your sides. Reach the crown forward, coming into devotional warrior. Inhale, sweep the arms to heart. Step the right foot to meet the left. Come to standing pose. Reach the arms up. Offer your blessing. Exhale, clear the space. Mountain stretch. Take 3 breaths here. Bend the knees, hands to thighs, forward fold, take your time. Hands might walk down towards the blocks, drape the head. Walk your hands slightly forward in front of you, walk your feet back, take your knees down to the ground. Sit back on your heels. I'm gonna sit on the block. You can always sit on a blanket as well. You can place the blanket in between the thighs and the calves as well, because that's really super, super, super comfortable. And always make adjustments for your knees, okay? Roll the shoulders back and down, interlace the fingers behind you, lift the chest. And if you're comfortable here, stay here. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and come forward. This is also a nice place to use your strap. Please note any sensations that you feel today. Be very mindful of that. Adjust the body, adapt the posture. More advanced. Take your crown down to the floor, rolling your cervical spine open, creating a rainbow. Inhale, roll your way back up, take your time. Reach back, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Round the shoulders. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, lift the chest. Neck roll, big neck roll. And reverse. Right on, let's come back to center. Release. Regroup. Reconnect. And on your next breath, we're gonna lift ourselves up and then come back to seat, okay? Inhale, we rise up, lift the arms up. Exhale, come back down to seated. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, come back down to seated. Very nice. Inhale, lift up. Back down to seated. 2 more. And exhale. Last one. Exhale. Option 1, you're going to continue this movement 5 more breaths. Option 2, we're going to reach up, reach the right arm back, and then on the exhale, come back around, take it around behind you, lift the left arm up, come up. Exhale, sweep around, sweep the right arm up, reach up, and sweep around and come around and reach up with the left. Now, those of you that feel so inclined, notice what my back arm is going to do next. The left arm is going to reach back towards my heel or a block for a camel stretch. And then I'm going to wrap myself all the way around. Fingers touch the ground or touch my heel, ankle, or block. Reach back, camel stretch, around and down. Take the block with you, reach back, maybe a higher version. Reach down and around. Let's flow it out. We've got 3 more on either side. Really sweet, y'all. Just moving and grooving here. We're preparing to go into the full expression. I'm going to take it to the outside edge of my ankle. For those of you that are ready and you want to go into the full version, you're going to come back through center. Square the hips. Make sure the knees are about 6 inches to 8 inches apart here. And then take your hands to your lower back. Elbows come back. Squeeze the thighs, engage the glutes, press into the shins, and lift the chest. Squeeze the quads. On your exhale, you're going to start to lift the rib cage up and then pull the hips forward towards like a wall. And then bring the hands down. There goes my block. And then once your hands are on the block, lift the heart. Very good. I know you had a little string. Pulling your heart up towards the sky, okay? Just breathe deeply here, really full present. Resist the urge to let your head hang back. You really want to just let your head be in a space of neutral cervical spine. Should be no tension in the jaw. When you're ready, we're going to pull our way back out. Support your lower back, coming into child's pose. Some of you might prefer puppy pose. Puppy pose, y'all, is just keeping the hips over the knees, walking your hands forward, and letting your chest drop down to the ground. This is a really juicy, juicy stretch. Let your ribs sway open, drop everything out. And let's make our way through to seated position as we slide back. Very good. And then let's extend the legs out long in front of us. The beauty about practicing in your house is that you have all the support you need with your couch or whatever. So I'm going to use my couch as my wall. I'm going to bring my back towards the couch here and lengthen up through my spine. Okay. Bring your strap around the right ball of your foot. And if you have your blocks nearby, they are a wonderful tool for this posture. Take your left foot, so I'm going to walk my hips back so my booty is against the wall or my couch. And I'm activating my right leg. I'm going to bring my left foot in towards my inner right thigh and then rest it on a block if it's a little sensitive today. Toes point to the sky. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, start to fold over the leg without rounding and without dumping into this experience. I would even encourage you to bend the knee here to create some space and alleviate some tension through the psoas as well as through your hamstring and IT. Each exhale gives you the permission to come a little more forward. And this is where I invite you to use that block. So if you want to hang out here, resting the forearm, and if you feel comfortable with the other block from underneath your left knee, you can use a blanket instead. And this way you can rest both arms, kick through your heel, find length through your spine without straining, and remain in sustained this pose for about two more moments here. I'm not going to say minutes because we're not going to be there for that long. Remember to hear the breath. For me, I have a gentle fountain in the background, so I'm just listening to this in silence. Just tuning into the sounds that occupy where you are, as you occupy the vibration that's flowing through the body. Observe, I should say. Nice. And let's inhale, pull ourselves up. Very good. And slowly, let's go ahead and change positions. So I'm still long in my spine, utilizing my wall behind me to support me. I'm extending the left leg long. Go ahead and transition your strap as well to the left foot. And then let's go ahead and kick through the heel and slide that right foot in. Take it to the inside edge of your left thigh. Avoid your knee. Lift and lengthen. And actually, I'm going to use my blanket here so that I can do what I did on the other side. So I'm going to place the blanket underneath my thigh or my knee. Set up my block so I already know where I'm going. Please remember that you can stay just here. If you feel so inclined to start to pull your way forward with your strap, start to do that. I'm feeling this morning this stretch a little bit higher today, so I'm going to remain a little bit lifted, turning my blocks up one. Resting out through that right thigh. Observing the temperature of my body, observing the temperature of the space. Practicing ahimsa, non-violence to the body, practicing compassion to the body. And when you feel good here, my loves, let's go ahead and come on up. Very good. Take your time, no rush, please. Very good. And then let's move these blocks over to the side. Let's take this blanket out from underneath us. Let's please shake everything out, nice and smooth. Everything is good. Shaky shake. And let's make our way back down onto our backs. Now, for those of you that have a little more sensitivity today, I'm going to encourage you to use your blanket and fold it up so as to place it either a couple ways. All right, I'm going to give you some sneaky tricks to support yourself in some gentle yoga practices or any. So we take the blanket, fold it into three, place it at the sacrum or the between the sacrum and the lumbar spine, which in layman terms would be the lowest part of your spine, the place that turns into kind of the scoopy part, and then the arch of your spine. When you come down onto your back, it will fill that space for you. And then you can rest and your chest can open and you can let your arms sway out and really get juicy here. And I would even say keep the knees bent if that feels better for you. But take an experience moment. Explore what it's like to take the legs out or even place a pillow underneath the knees and rest yourself fully there, okay? And just give yourself a moment to adjust and accommodate where it feels the best for you. We're gonna be in a resting position for 5 breaths. Everyone else is just gonna make your way down onto your back and get yourself nice and comfortable. One hand covers your heart, one hand covers your belly. Meditate, concentrate. So this is one option, those of you there. The other option is take this blanket the long way, okay? As close to the tailbone as possible, along the length of your spine. You're gonna want this blanket to also be able to support your head, okay? And roll yourself down so that the whole entire spine is resting on this blanket, all right? Same options apply. You can keep the knees bent or you can keep the legs long. So you have some supportive tools to use. 3 more rounds of breath for those of us in the pose already. Those of you just getting into the pose, take your time and offer yourself as long as you need. Option 1, remain where you are. Option 2, go ahead and start to slide the legs in so you can bend the knees here. We're going to find our way into a bridge pose. You might roll over to your side to remove your blanket so as to let your head rest firmly into the mat. Again, chin towards the chest or place something underneath, such as a blanket, so that you can bring your chin toward your chest comfortably. Hands down by your side, block nearby. And when you're ready, walk your feet in so the heels are about underneath the knees, give or take. Toes can be slightly turned out, but we really want to encourage them to be in the direction of pointing forward. Hands down by your sides. Let's lift the hips up towards the sky. From here, don't turn your head from side to side. If you want to look at me, just stop, look up, and then go back into the posture. Take your block at option level 1 height, which is the flat height. Level 2 height is the medium, and level 3 is the highest, depending on where you're at. Lift your hips up and place your block at the lowest part of your spine, which is that sweet spot or the sacrum where you feel the most supported. Readjust yourself as needed. Shoulder blades snuggle towards one another. Push the elbows down into the ground to support the lifting of the chest. Knees point forward towards me. Hands down by your sides and rest here for 5 to 10 breaths. If you'd like to add movement, you can lift the legs, you can lift the heels and lower the heels. And give yourself this time to surrender into this posture. Bridge pose. If you're supported with your block, go ahead and take your legs up towards the sky, one at a time or both at the same time. Coming into a variation of legs up the wall. Really give yourself this time to surrender into this posture. If you're on the third height, this would be very challenging, so I'll encourage you to bring it down to the second or first level. Bend the knees, just let yourself go here as you float your feet back down to the bridge position. And then once the feet plant into the earth, lift the hips, take the block out, lower yourself down, windshield wiper your knees from side to side. This is a posture we haven't done in a long time, so we're going to bring our knees either together or you can keep them as they are, drop them over to the left. If you are bringing them closer, maybe even lift the hips and bring the hips over to the right. Take the knees down to the left, or you can support yourself with a block or two, depending on where you're at today. I like to use both sets. Arms out to a T, you can gaze over to the right, option 1. Option 2, float the right arm up and around, journey over to touch the left hand, and then float yourself back up and open and take 8 rounds of breath. Wherever you are, move at your pace. Resting in the pose if that's for you. Adjusting here, maybe the knees a little closer towards the chest, get a deeper stretch. When you feel balanced, go ahead and bring yourself back to center. Please realign your hips, take them over to the other side. And when you're ready, drop the knees over to the left. Maybe they're high, maybe they're low. Open up to a nice T, 8 to 10 breaths, or go ahead and begin your journey. The arm circles. As though you were just letting your arm cut through this density of air around you. When you're ready, open back up to a T position, draw the knees back to center, hug your knees in here, realign yourself, and let's make ourselves nice and comfortable and ready for Shavasana, shall we? Let's take the blocks underneath the knees as we let the knees rest down. Now, that might not be for everybody, and so if you prefer to not have your knees elevated, then you don't have to. If you want to take your blanket underneath your knees, you're welcome to do so. Rest yourself down, close your eyes. If you have a blanket and you like to cover yourself up or you like to cover your toes, please do so at this time. Adjust yourself into your mat. Make yourself nice and cozy. Take a deep breath in and out the mouth. And then let the whole body relax. Let go of any attachments to any outcomes, expectations, limitations. Just focus on letting go of any effort. Begin to appreciate the effortless pause, the ease between the breath, the asana. I am abundant. I am prospering. I am the co-creator of my destiny. I am open to receive. Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsavitum Varaniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayatu. Om Bhurva Swaha Tatsavitum Varaniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayatu. Feel free to remain in Shavasana as long as you like, or kindly bring yourself into the space of awakening. And take your time as you consciously move your body into the space of seated position, or remain in Shavasana as long as you like. As we meditate together here, honoring each other, honoring this time, honoring this practice. We close our class with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Om Shanti 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jai Bhagwan Ki Jai. Namaste. Namaste, y'all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you tomorrow. If you have any questions or you want to connect together after class, always welcome to do that for a few moments. If you have any special needs that you would like for me to focus on, I'm happy to also offer that as well. So much love. Love you all. And bye.